Well, Norwood have been the standout team in the SANFL this year, dropping just 2 games in the home and away season. Under coach Nathan Bassett, they've been renowned for playing a dour style of football, and that's exactly what they produced against West Adelaide yesterday to advance to this year's grand final. Here's how they did it.
A dogged affair, Brenton Phillips, but we got Norwood out of the blocks pretty well in the end.
We did get Norwood out of the blocks early in the piece. They kicked 3 goals in the first quarter, and that was in the teeth of a 4 and 5 goal breeze, and they worked the ball really well. On the other hand, West Adelaide, what can you say about West Adelaide? They refused to go forward on many occasions and virtually paid the price because of it.
Zorzy was pretty handy for them in the midfield, just wins plenty of the ball. Here's Jeffries just knocking it over the top, and Donoghue running into an open goal. But North Adelaide, Norwood had all the answers in this game. They were sensational.
They were very good. Their forward pressure racks were very good, as we see here. Scotty Bicknell tried to get away from him, and they come from everywhere. Zorzy just hands it across, and Ed Smart runs into an open goal.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know whether Ed Smart would play in this game, but he did his job and did it pretty well. I thought Bursa's effectiveness was down a little bit today, and it was Donoghue who also came to the side for Norwood. Dorr was pretty good, and over the top they shared the footy around, and that was a good thing about it.
They always looked dangerous, I thought, Norwood. Once they got the ball in hand, they looked like they were going to score.
Such was Norwood's restrictive style of play. West could only manage 1 goal up until 3-quarter time. Now, Norwood are playing in their second grand final in 3 years, but they haven't won the flag since 1997, and their fans are full of anticipation. Having not played a game for 21 days prior to this contest, Norwood were never really pressured on the scoreboard. The workload was shared by a number of solid contributors. The margin, 44 points in the finish. Chris Schmid was a better player for the Bloods. Sadly for Norwood, Simon Phillips appeared to dislocate his shoulder late in the contest. He does have a couple of weeks to get it right. Of course, the decider is in a fortnight, so we wish him a speedy recovery and hope he can get back for the grand final. Now, in the early game, North Adelaide was too good in that contest. They were very spriteful and up and about the Roosters. They beat the Bulldogs quite comfortably, and now the Bulldogs will miss the grand final for the first time since 1999, if you can believe it. North Adelaide, as I mentioned, their youth and exuberance was far too good for the struggling Central District. They looked tired, the Bulldogs. But in the end, it was an old stager in Clint Ellaway, a 31-year-old who finished off all the good work from the youngsters, and he bagged 7 goals. Here are the highlights.
North Adelaide and Central District, and I thought this was an opportunity that the Bulldogs could get their season back on track. They hadn't lost a final for a long, long time, beaten last week, but North Adelaide out of the blocks, Brenton Phillips.
They did get out of the blocks really well. North Adelaide's run and carry just worried Centrals all day. Their ability to get the ball inside their forward 50, and when they did get it inside forward 50, take contested marks. If they didn't take contested marks, they finished goals like we just saw there.
Lewis Johnson and Clint Ellaway really teamed up very well there, with Ellaway doing so well, and just a brilliant snap here. They were right on, right from the word go, both the powerhouse forwards.
Ellaway, we know it's his last season in sanfl footy, so he wants to go as long as he possibly can, and who knows, can he go all the way into the grand final? Yeah.
Goodrum was a pretty good player for them. This man, James Bennett, very consistent year, and just spearing another goal through there. So North Adelaide had all the answers in the end. Just a very, very good performance.
A 6-goal opening term by North Adelaide set up the victory. 5 more goals in the second quarter, whilst keeping Central's goalless had the match all but over by half-time. The final margin was 88 points in the Roosters' favour, as well as Alloway's 7. Lewis Johnston kicked 5 goals. Mitchell Clisby, James Bennett and Max Thring among the better players. While for the Dogs, McGarry medalist Brad Symes was impressive. So North play West next weekend in the preliminary final here at Amy Stadium. The winner will take on Norwood in the decider. Promises to be a beauty.